able to provide accurate, timely, and helpful feedback is one of the most important things a mentor can do for a protege. Providing positive feedback can strengthen your relationship and make sure they keep doing something right. But providing negative feedback can prevent them from continuing to do something wrong and is also a way to strengthen your relationship. Think about a time that you were talking with someone and they had a shirt button undone or a crumb on their chin. We all want to be helpful, but it's so uncomfortable to say something, and we just hope that the next person they talk to points that out. But now imagine that that person was your protege. Wouldn't they be grateful if it was you that pointed it out instead of someone else when it might have been more embarrassing? The basics of giving positive or negative feedback can be found online easily. So what I want to do here is focus on how the mentoring relationship can be a tool in that process. The timing of the feedback is critical. The closer in time between the action and when you provide feedback, the better. It doesn't do much good to say, hey, remember that thing you did 9 months ago. But at the same time, we need to make sure that we're in an appropriate and safe space when the feedback is delivered, particularly if it's negative feedback. One way to do this is to approach your protege and let them know there's something that you want to talk about and let them have input into the time and place that takes place. You might say, hey, I wanted to talk to you about the meeting that we had last week. What's a good time for you to meet? By giving your protege input into the time and place you meet, you're letting them have a little bit of control over the process. Now, if there's a reluctance to meet, your relationship with your protege can be a tool here. You might say something like, hey, this is really important for me. When can we meet? Guidelines on feedback always emphasize the importance of being descriptive and objective, talking about the action or behavior, not the person, in this case, your mentee. For example, you might say, hey, remember our meeting last week? I saw 2 or 3 occasions in which Alex was trying to make a suggestion and you didn't appear to notice them. This is very different than saying you're not a good listener. Once there's a common understanding of what happened, it's easy to quickly transition the feedback into a coaching opportunity. You might ask questions like, how can we recognize when this is about to happen so we can prevent it the next time? What are some different strategies that you can take to handle it? How can I be helpful to you in learning new ways of handling these situations? Notice that the emphasis is on coaching and not correction. You're not the boss, you're the guide. So you may end by saying, let me think of some different practice scenarios that might help you, and we can try these out the next time we meet. Your relationship with your protege can be a tool for diffusing any defensiveness. Just as they're going to be grateful that you pointed out that crumb on their chin, they're likely to be thankful that you chose an appropriate and safe space to share your concerns and help them improve. Be sure to end the meeting by affirming them and your relationship with them. There's been more than one time where I've ended a discussion by saying, if I didn't believe in you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.